Well, hello, friends. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you all to this session of the School of the Wisdom. A very special session indeed, because it is solely in Spanish language. So this is something that is being offered to our Spanish-speaking members around the world. It's a special opportunity and one that has been made available to us largely because of the impact of the pandemic that has driven us online. So all things about the pandemic are not bad. Wanted to just say a very few words in welcoming you all, one of which is we call this the School of the Wisdom. And it has been something that's been going on continuously since the days of former President C. Jinarajadasa, so for a number of decades now. Customarily, it was something that was held at our Adyar headquarters and was so available for people who were coming and able to actually physically be there for the sessions. It would last, in the early days, it would last anything from a period of months. In more recent years, it has come to be 2 weeks in which students come together from around the world and sit in each other's presence. It's been a wonderful thing. Obviously, since the onslaught of the pandemic, many things have changed, but the idea remains the same, that we come together to place ourselves, hopefully, in the presence of wisdom, to make ourselves available to the possibility to be infused with wisdom. I probably don't need to say it, but I find myself repeating it just so perhaps even that I might hear it again. We have to always keep in mind that wisdom is not something that can be given. It cannot be learned. It cannot be taught. Wisdom is something that is very different from knowledge, which of course can be given, which can be learned, which can be taught. We will not find wisdom in books. We won't find it in talks. We won't find it in people. It's present everywhere, but mostly because of the barricades, the obstacles we place in its way, it seems to be something that is largely unavailable to us. So, the School of the Wisdom, what is it that makes it a different opportunity, a different way of access, potential access to wisdom? Normally, when we start these meetings, there is a mantra that is said that is specific to the opening of such an event as this. One of the lines of that mantra can be translated as, "May there be no disharmony among us." Although it is not said in that mantra, probably we can add additionally, "May there be no disharmony within us." Because probably this is one of the requirements for creating the conditions for the experience of wisdom. May there be no disharmony to which we add or which we bring into our own thought or the presence of this meeting. It's up to each of us to cultivate an environment where the experience of wisdom becomes possible. In the previous times, when these meetings were held at Adyar, they were being held in a place that for more than 130 years had been dedicated to sacred work, to inner work, in the midst of the natural world. The place where the classes have been held has been almost inside of the banyan tree itself, the great banyan tree. So it's a perfect location. And it's one where there has been a strong spiritual activity for so many years. So in this environment, it somehow requires a little bit less effort to create the proper atmosphere for the reception and the transmission of wisdom. During our time, we have a new challenge. This meeting is being held online. So we take on a new challenge of how it is that we create a virtual sacred space. Actually, the conditions and the qualifications and the internal atmosphere is unchanged, whether we're sitting physically together or not. I mean, the fact of the matter is that consciousness is present everywhere. And consciousness is completely unrestricted. The only thing that prevents the experience of the deeper levels of consciousness is us and what it is that we carry within us, our inattentions, our distractions, our various levels of disharmony. So as we are coming together, we attend to that. What we're doing in an online format, although no more so than in an ordinary, what we might call an ordinary physical format, what we are doing, what we are attempting is really pioneering work. What we are attempting is to, again, become transparent to wisdom through an attention and an examination and a quieting of our obstructing inner states. There is no work required to make it happen. The only work is to remove that which prevents it. So, together, in this session of our School of the Wisdom, now as always, it is the hope, it is the wish, and it is our intention that this time together may be one in which greater light, an avenue for greater light, may be developed, may be created, so that we may be transparent and we may take our part in the great work that has been set before us in this commitment to this direction in which the Theosophical Society points. So in this session, as in all the others, I wish you all of the best. May there be an access to light. May you derive the most from this particular session's facilitator. So, with all best wishes, thank you for your time and thank you for being here. Be present.